Hey y'all. Yeah, I finally took the rest of my hair down and yeah. Anyways, excuse me. Whew, I feel like I'm trying to get a little cold in my dang on self, so I'm over here drinking some tea, some herbal tea, trying to, keep that away. Anyway, so I wanted to talk to y'all about future faking. Um, People future fake with you a lot. And these are generally the narcissistic and toxic people that I'm talking about. These people, they lie. That is just what they do. They lie. You have to take their words with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? You can't believe everything they say. Every now and then, they may say some things that are true and stuff like that. But overall, you have to take what they say with a grain of salt. Okay? They're gonna future fake. They're gonna lie to you. They're gonna say things to keep you on the hook, to keep dangling that carrot, to keep breadcrumbing you, to keep you in this cycle of abuse. Have you ever known somebody that they apologize? Well, they didn't even apologize. They said, I'm sorry. Because there's something that I had called the sorry bucket, right? My mom would always accuse me of stealing her car keys and doing a whole bunch of shit because my brother would do stuff like that. And I'm just thinking to myself, why do I need to steal your car? I used to be like 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm so sorry that I said I found my keys. Yeah. You blame me for you misplacing your items instead of going to look for your items because you're lazy. Well, I didn't put them right there. Yes, you did. That's gaslighting. You're trying to drive me crazy by constantly always, trying to accuse me. They always accuse you of the things that they are guilty of, folks. They always use projection. How they feel about themselves because they're not able to self-regulate their emotions. They project it onto you. You're a terrible parent. Because they are terrible parents. You broke. Because they broke. Oh, you angry, huh? You angry, huh? Because deep down they angry. Because one thing I find interesting about narcissists, and go check out my video about narcissists love to tell you how to feel. They love to tell you how you feeling. Oh, you sad. Oh, you mad. Oh, you feel some type of way? And you're just sitting there like, no. Oh, you just feel salty. You salty. Why does my emotional state, why is that your business? Why do you want someone to feel salty? Why do you want someone to feel angry, jealous, bitter, whatever? Why would you want someone to feel that way? Unless you yourself feel that way. And people love to try to make how they feel and project that onto other people. When I realized what projection was, I started telling people, I am not responsible for your emotions. How you feel is a you problem, not a me problem. And they'll just be like, they just don't know what to say. Because it ends. They like to bait you into arguments. If you get into an argument with a narcissist, y'all, you going to go in circles. Round and round on the merry-go-round or the Ferris wheel. They love to have the last word. Just got to have the last word. And I ain't going to lie, I be petty. I be petty from sometimes. Because I remember my mom, last time I talked to her, which was like early this year. She up there doing all that talking. I said what I had to say. And I told her, this is the end of the conversation. This is the last thing I'm going to say. And I blocked her. I don't know what else she had to say after that. And I don't care. But guess what? I got the last word. And I was petty with it because I shut it down. I'll be petty like that, y'all. For real. Y'all ever be talking to somebody and you in an argument and like on Facebook, somebody will be sitting up there. You see the little bubbles, the little 3 dots. I hit the block button on their ass. And then all they see is you can't reply to this message. I know that burns them up. Because why you go make a fake page just to continue trying to talk about the argument? At that point, I got you where I want you. I said what I said. And that's it. When I say the conversation is over, it's a done data. It's a done data for real. You know what I'm saying? But I got petty Betty, baby. I can be petty too. But why do I need to stoop low on their level? Because if anything, that's just giving them the fuel and the energy they need, because they're siphoning, they're energy vampires. They're gonna siphon energy from you because they gotta have something to keep them going. But they love the future fake. Yeah, we're gonna travel the world. Yeah, we're gonna get married. Yeah, we're gonna have kids. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Do they ever come through? If they never, if they're very inconsistent with their words and their actions, that's a future faker. But as long as their words are consistent with their actions, that person is an okay person. You know what I'm saying? Actions have to match words. If they are inconsistent, that person is not to be trusted. Period. They're always going to try to future fake you, breadcrumb you, and you deserve more than crumbs. You deserve the whole loaf of bread, not just the crumbs, the leftovers. You're not Lazarus, where you're begging a fat man with all this food for a little bit of food. God has given you a table and has prepared you a feast. And God doesn't want certain people at that table with you. Now, you can want people to eat. You can want them to have a seat so that their legs can get some rest, kick their feet up and relax. You can want them to drink so that they are no longer thirsty. You can want them to eat so that they no longer hunger. But guess what? Their eyes can be open and they're still in darkness, still lost. You can provide solutions and they still come up with problems. It doesn't matter what you do. Some people are not meant to be at your table. There's lots of people. I want them to eat. I want them to, celebrate, be merry, have lots of drink, but not at my table. I don't want them eating my food. I don't want them drinking my drink. I don't want them sitting at my table. I just don't want it there, especially if the package comes with chaos, drama, disrespect, disloyalty, dishonesty, just everything that is the complete opposite of what I would want around me. Birds of a feather flock together. You can't hang around thieves and then, not turn around and become a thief, because bad manners corrupt good communications. Bad manners corrupt good communication, something like that. Anyways, y'all know what I'm talking about. In other words, bad influences can rub off on you just like you can rub off on people who are bad influences. However, it's best to stay away from the people who are bad influences, because they'll influence you to start doing the habits and the bad things that they do. They're not going to start doing the good things that you do, because it's not in their heart to do right. It's not in their heart to be righteous and to do to the best of their ability, the right thing. It's just not. But just know, these people will need you more than you need them. They'll always try to come back. They come back because your energy is just that powerful. You know what I'm saying? You're anointed. You are protected and guided. They need that protection, because as long as they are connected to you, texting, calling, emailing, social media, they come to your house, they have any type of connection with you, that's a form of shelter from the storm. It's time to start kicking people out and allowing them to go through the storm. Y'all know Jurassic Park. Was it Jurassic Park 2? I think it was 2. But anyways, it was the one with Jeff Goldblum and the little black girl. And basically they were in the damn Jeeps, and that T-Rex came and knocked the Jeeps over and stuff like that with them 2 kids in the car. And that white guy ran out the car and left those kids in the car by themselves just for the T-Rex to kill him on the toilet. Anyways, All I'm saying is that's the imagery that came to my mind when I said leave them in the storm, because it was raining and storming. It was a dark, stormy night, and the T-Rex came and just killed the man on the toilet. And that's a horrible way to die, in my opinion, y'all. That seems kind of embarrassing to die on the toilet. Like it's very strange. Like, I don't know how that happens. Anyways, but yeah, just leave them in the storm. You know what I'm saying? People cannot learn. Sometimes you are the check mark in people's lives. God has sent you into people's lives to show them another way, to show them better, to show them some light, to show them just, something different. But they can't understand it until it's gone. Then when you're gone, only then will they reflect and be like, damn, I miss him or her. I messed up when I let them go. I messed up when I cast them out my life. I messed up when I disappeared and ghosted them. I messed up. They will start reflecting. Not always, because narcissists really don't reflect, because if they did, they would not keep doing insane things, such as doing the same things and expecting a different result. They treat everybody the exact same. The result is the same because the people end up leaving them. And those people have the right to leave. Don't let them guilt trip you. Everybody leaves me. Well, why? I don't need to stick around to know why, but I'm going to pack my bags and be smart too. Bye, little pig. Get your little Red Riding Hood on and go. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. You can't be worrying about them and their feelings. They're going to do everything in the narc book that they can do. They're going to future fake. They're going to lie. They're going to give Fox apologies. They're going to try to guilt trip you. They're going to try to blame shift. They're going to try to, if none of these work, they're going to try to bully you. They're going to try to shame you. They're going to try to smear your name and, gossip about you. And that's when you have to grow a thick skin and not care. Can you imagine all the people that talked about Jesus? Can you imagine all the people who spit on him? I was just sitting there thinking before I even made this, like, man, those Pharisees had no empathy. Because there's no way that I could allow somebody to carry a heavy cross with roses around their head, their face being all bloody. This is just a depiction based on like movies and all of that back when I was like more religious and everything, like in the church. But just the thing, he's barefoot, and then he's going through all of this, and you have no empathy. You nail his hands up on this cross, and you leave him up there to essentially die, right? But there's no empathy. People are just watching like dang. Y'all know how like in Rome, you had them, they were called amphitheaters, but they would watch people beat each other and kill each other in the pit, and they viewed it for sport, and they didn't have no empathy that a person died, because the thing is, these were prisoners, for example, and they were put in this pit. Like, I'm gonna give you an example, like the movie Troy, how they had to fight each other and stuff like that. When people are forced to fight, that's self-preservation. I get that narcissistic people and toxic people, they are in survival mode. But what's unacceptable is their bad behavior. And behavior is a pattern. It's a pattern of learned behavior that they learned from somebody throughout their childhood and adolescence. Do you really think that these people got to be 30, 40 years old and stuff, and they have not, got the game down packed? Oh, yeah, they got it down. But it's up to you whether you want to stick around. Because if you stick around knowing what's going down, then you have nobody to blame but yourself for a broken heart. You know, you have nobody else to blame but yourself. Now, in the stages of where you didn't know, you were unaware, you were sleepwalking, but once you know, you know, and you are now responsible. So all that ignorance is bliss? No, it's not. Ignorance costs. It costs you your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, financial. You know, it can cost you. Ignorance costs. Happiness is bliss. But a lot of people out here could be wealthy and not happy. A lot of people could be out here happy and not wealthy. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy happiness. There are just certain things you can't buy. And this is why you need to vet people for character. You know, you don't get to know people via text message and over the phone or FaceTiming. You see who they are with every interaction face to face. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how you see who people are. You don't just look past and be like, well, that when somebody says, well, that's just the way I am. That's not just the way they are. They're just choosing not to change. It's not about that they can't. They won't. All right, y'all. Peace, positive energy always creates elevation. Bye, y'all.